Testing 1, 2, 3, and we are live. What's up, guys? George the Cloud here. My name's Jorge, aka George. Welcome to the channel and welcome to my life. No, I'm not losing my voice. It's just acting, guys. It's acting. You do realize I am an actor. Okay, today we're checking out Joyner Lucas, Three Little Pigs official music video. Not Now I'm Busy. Not Now I'm Busy. Is this the album? Is this why he's putting this on here? I think it is. I'm not super familiar with Joyner Lucas. That's why I'm asking. I'm not dumb, guys. I'm just unaware. But yeah, if you have more information about him, feel free to write it down in the comments. I have reacted to his tracks in the past 2 or 3 times. Most notably, his song with Jelly Roll, which I was super impressed by. So I can't wait to check this out. This should be good. I have been impressed by him. I don't know why, I hadn't really listened to his music before the channel. I don't know. But okay, we're gonna get to it, guys. So don't worry about it. Get some popcorn, fill up your water, put your headphones on. Let's go. We're going into the Spider-Verse bed sheets here. A classic. Man, Spider-Man is never gonna go out of style. This kid is wearing, even like 20 years later. I remember being a kid and having something like this, Spider-Man things all around. To be young again. Okay.
Hey, you're supposed to be asleep, right?
I'm having trouble falling asleep.
You having trouble falling asleep? How about Daddy reads you a bedtime story?
Yeah.
Want me to read you a bedtime story?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I got
Joyner, can you please read us about the Three Little Pigs?
just the perfect bedtime story for you.
Okay.
See this story right here? It's called The Three Little Pigs.
So they were 3 little pigs. They was all grown up and they were drinking some hot coffee and eating donuts. It was a beautiful sunny day, some real perfect weather, and the pigs was dressed the same, cause they all work together and that job ain't really easy, and they work is kinda scary, so they all got water guns. That's their favorite thing to carry, and they'll squirt you more than once if they think it's necessary, but we'll talk about that later. Let's get back to the story. Deep inside the forest was a family of wolves and a pack. Even though they had sharp teeth and they were black, ain't really mean that they'll attack. Just means that they were trapped because the color of their fur made some believe that they was bad. Now, I know that's...
Okay. We can clearly see where this is going. Man, I am impressed by the animation. I feel like a kid again, seriously. Wow. I'll talk about it more at the end so I don't keep pausing it, but I think it's pretty obvious where this is going, but it's very, the way he's doing it, genius. It's genius.
Means that they were trapped because the color of their fur made some believe that they was bad. Now, I know that sounds sad, but ain't nobody care, cause the problem with the wolves is they were never treated fair, and no matter where they go, only one thing is clear, that as long as you're a wolf, the pigs gonna be scared. So the forest and the town was separated, and if the wolves wanted to come around, they hesitated, cause they knew they wasn't welcome there. So every time they roamed, they always said a prayer in hopes that they could make it home. The night was getting cold and all the food was running low. And then right here is a picture of some pots on the stove, some empty cabinets, some old bread with the mold. Let me flip the page real quick. Then one of the wolves said they gon' drive up to the store, and so he hopped inside his car. And before he cranked the key, put his seatbelt on and buckled up to be as safe can be. Followed every traffic rule on the way from A to Z, and then he went to... Man, let me skip to the good part. So after he bought some groceries and he was done for good, then he put the food inside his trunk as fast as he could. Then he started driving perfectly and headed towards the woods until he seen the pig's car and knew this probably wasn't good. The pigs on the prowl started speeding up and yelling loud, pull over right now. Turn the car off and throw the keys on the ground and step out and get on your knees and don't even make a sound. The wolf said, wow, how is this allowed? I got my license registration, why you trying to take me down? And he was real scared, cause he knew what the pig's about. So he refused to get out and started speeding to his house. Then he pulled up, hopped out, almost fell down, but ran inside the front door. That's when he locked the pigs out. Then the pigs screamed loud, get about this house now, or I'ma huff, I'ma puff, I'ma blow this house down. And now they got the house surrounded, pointing all they water guns, about to shoot some water rounds. Kicked the door down and all they heard was water sounds. That's what happens when the pigs fear you. So here's the moral with a story with a clear view. No matter who you with or where you're at or where to, there's always gonna be 3 little pigs living near you.
Good night, buddy.
Well, that was intense. Is that the end? The storytelling magic here. This flew by. Wow. Man, this... Wow. Wow. There's something so, like, magical about this. I mean, of course, the message is kind of depressing and dark, but... Man. Okay. That's enough Hero Wars. I've had enough. Okay, first things first. We hit the like, we subscribe. I'll have a link of the original video down in the description below. So, just, I'll quickly talk about the message because it's pretty clear. He transformed the story of the 3 little pigs and gave them their own, identity in this modern era. You could say, people call police officers pigs because they're sort of dirty. They do things that they're not supposed to, etc. And the wolves represent the African American people. So this is about police brutality, basically, on African Americans, and it's a prevalent issue in the United States. To be honest, see, that's the thing. And guys, I lived in the United States for 15 years, and I moved back to Colombia, where I was born. I'm currently in Colombia. And of course, we have people of different races here, different colors. I don't see this being an issue here. I don't know, maybe like I'm not aware as much, but I don't know, there's just something about the US where issues get super, like, blown. I don't want to say blown out of proportion, because that would imply that I'm not giving it the importance that it deserves. But it's just, I feel like in the United States, everything is now a controversy. But anyway, that's another topic. I think also I have to say this. I don't I'm Latin American. Of course, I'm not African American. I'm not that dark. I'm not white, but I'm not that dark. So I can't really put myself in that situation. I can only imagine, right? I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, I completely get it. I totally understand. I don't think I can, because that hasn't happened to me, but I have been a victim of racism and discrimination to a point, but I don't think as much as as other people. And so I just wanted to point that out there, that I can only look at this from the perspective of an outsider, and I do understand that it's a huge issue in the US. I don't even see, that's the thing, how do you even address it? It's a systematic problem down to the foundation. How do you fix that? Not really sure. I can't give you the answer. Not that you were looking for the answers here on this reaction video on how to solve the problems of the country, but it's just a sad reality. Hopefully things, I think, to be to be a little bit on the bright side, I believe things have gotten better overall. I mean, if we're gonna talk about racism and segregation and all that, of course, the United States has a dark history from slavery, and then in the 60s it was segregation, separating people of color. But over time, right now in 2024, I think it has, the more we like talk about it, and the further we get, the better it becomes, right? Or the less, you get what I'm saying? Am I making sense here? I feel like it's gotten to a point where it's more balanced now. And of course, these issues with police brutality are recent, but compared to 30 years ago, they were worse. And if you go back 50 years ago, or even worse, if you go back 200 years ago, it was even worse. The issue of racism. So um, it just, I would just look at it that way, that things are getting better, but we just have to sort of, I guess, talk about it, and social media helps. All these platforms and devices, it really helps to spread the word out there. And if anything, it should feel people make people feel a little bit safer, right? Now that if you're a cop and you have to have a cam on you, and everything's getting filmed, or at least it's supposed to, or people on the street always with their phones filming. So if anything happens, you do have witnesses and people filming, so that it doesn't go unnoticed, and there's no evidence, as it would happen years ago. There was nothing to do. Like, what are you gonna tell them? What are you gonna show? There's nothing. But in today's age, there is more possibilities of proving your innocence, and that there was something wrong being committed. So that's all I'll say about that. Of course, it's a deep topic, but I'm just really impressed with the animation here. I literally felt like a kid watching cartoons again. It's been a long time since I watched cartoons, and who doesn't like to, even as an adult, I think you can enjoy it. But it really brings me back to my childhood, and this felt like a dream. Like, it's so cool. I'm trying to think of the last time I saw a music video in this style, and I really can't. I'm sure I have reacted to a few, but not like this. Not like this. This was incredibly solid. The concept executed to perfection. We got the intro, almost like a short film. We got the intro, then the cartoon, and the way he explained it, right? Singing about it, rapping about it, his delivery. It was so easy to understand. I mean, I just have the captions here just in case, but I could literally understand everything he said, and it was so smooth throughout, right? I felt like I was getting like this was a lesson. I was enjoying it, and I was paying attention. They should show this in schools. This should become part of the education system. And I like how he had to say water guns, because I don't think he, nowadays, like, if you say guns, then YouTube's gonna censor that. I mean water guns. Correction. But yeah, this is awesome. Also, I'm wondering if that's actually his son. Somebody let me know. I'm unaware. That'd be cool as well, if it's actually his real son. But man. Of course, aside from the actual concept that it's pretty dark, I really enjoyed the way this was shot, and even at some point here when he was showing the book to his kid, notice how the car moved here. as it did on the, on the screen. We saw animation on the book. Is that the future? That would be amazing. If you actually had a book and it was moving, it was like a movie in a book. I mean, I guess you could just watch it's an iPad, but anyway. Guys, thank you for watching. This was incredible. Incredible concept, storytelling, beautiful, genius. Joyner Lucas is surprising me more and more each time. This is the type of music that we should be like admiring, listening to, promoting, and not the other type. You guys know what I'm talking about. Just meaningless mumbo jumbo about the same old topics, sex, drugs, and all that. This is what we need. This is what should happen. Man. Impressive. Impressive stuff. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, join the channel if you want to, if you really want to. I would appreciate it. Thank you. And at the end, do a flip. Till the next.
Thanks for watching.